Hi everyone, this is Sharon Mistretta, and this is a tutorial on the website called Voki, V-O-K-I, Voki.com. This allows you to create talking avatars. You can either record your own voice or you can give it text, and it will say what you are placing in the text box or recording for your voice. I use this to increase the social presence in my web pages or my lesson plans. I use this on my own website, SharonMistretta.com, and if you notice, the Voki has a play button, and she will say my words of what I recorded when a person clicks the play button. If you notice, the avatar also pretty cool, follows my mouse. So that's just to increase social presence in my web pages. They do have the individual create button, which is what you just saw, which is the individual Voki. They also have a presentation option where you can include three different panels. I usually don't use that. I usually use 3 or 4 or 5 separate Voki, and then I just place them where I want them, or I can place them in a voice thread, which is another application that's very handy to place them in, and I'll demonstrate how to set the Voki so that it automatically plays. That's what you would do in a presentation such as VoiceThread. They also have a classroom license. In a classroom license, you can enroll your students to create Voki. I don't use that for my young students. I use this for my fellow classmates or colleagues that I'm collaborating with, because by putting them into a classroom, then we can collaborate together, and it gives them the opportunity to have the extra timing that they can record something. So the standard free license will let you record 60 seconds, whereas a classroom license will let the members record a 90-second. Now that doesn't sound as though it's much, but it does give you the opportunity to be concise. And if I want to say more than I have in my in one Voki of 90 seconds, then I simply just create several and then place them together in a presentation or place them where I want them. They also have a Hangout opportunity, and that is not something that I would use. So all I'm doing is showing you this, because this is something that you can use to create a social presence for yourself in your website. These are all of the Voki that I've already created, and this recording is also being done for our Technologies and Creative Learning class. So I plan to embed these in a voice thread and tell part of my story. So for this particular story that I'm telling, I have 5 Voki at up to 90 seconds each. I don't have a full 90 seconds. That's a 5-minute portion of my presentation. And the other ones are for my website. You can see the digital camera, etc. So I have my Voki for that. I just wanted to show you how to do a creation of a Voki. We're going to do a create new. Now they do have a certain steps that you have to take to follow. And as you can see, this guy Caesar is following my mouse. But here you're going to see your tools. What you have to do is you have to select your character. You have to select your background, do your recording, and then save. So this right down here is the save button. That little arrow is the save button. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to click on the characters to show you them. The easiest thing to do is come all the way to the top, and then by clicking this you have all the characters that you want to put together. Now they have a nice variety. They have celebrities as well as just regular old people. So I'm just going to show you that I'm going to click this gal here. I can add or change her hair if I want to. I can give her glasses if I want to. So I'm going to give her glasses. I can change her jewelry if I wanted to. So you really can modify the Voki the way that you want it. Here is the backgrounds. So they have different varieties of backgrounds. They have, colors. Thinking that is movement. That's something that's going to move in the background. You have city views. I usually will choose a school, and I have a classroom type of setting. So then what you can do, let's see what's under here, if I wanted to change color of the lips, the color of the eyes, etc., the color of the body. So it is very diverse. You're able to be diverse in it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you the voice. Usually what I do is I record my own voice. And you do that by clicking on this microphone, and a little record button will come up, and you will record your own voice up to 90 seconds in the particular subscription that I have for it. But otherwise, frequently what I will do if I have a presentation to do as part of one of my classes, I'm just going to put, this is my message. Now it's kind of cool because you can also change the accent. So there's all sorts of accents and guys' voices versus girls' voices. So let's just try. Let her talk a little bit more. Now this is why I do not hear. Let's just listen to her. Okay, so Fiona pronounces it the way that she wants to pronounce it. I have Jill from the United States. Let's hear her. This is my message having to do with the text portion of Voki. I certainly like the, how about Australian? This is my message having to do with the text portion of Voki. So, at any rate, there's a different. This is my message having to do with the text portion of Voki. And I kind of like Fiona. You can also, as you can see, you can put text in, you can record, you can phone it in. You can phone in a recording, and they give you a phone number when you click on this. And then you can also upload an audio that you're producing outside. So then what I would do is then I would, if I'm making a presentation that I want it to start automatically on load, such as if I'm embedding it in a voice thread, then I would click on this to automatically load and just play. Otherwise, the person has to click on the play button. And then when you save it, you're just going to do demo, okay, whatever you want to call it, and then save. Okay, and then it appears in your. This is my message having to do with the text portion of Voki. There we go. Okay, so that is just an interesting little application that you can use to create your social presence. And we will just see how in here, if you wanted to delete it, I will delete my demo right there, delete that scene, and I'll have all my other Voki that I wanted to put into my presentation for my Technologies and Creative Learning class. Okay, thanks everyone.